The US and Iran are officially at war. But how did Operation Epic Fury suddenly push the Middle East to the brink of a global conflict? On February 28th, the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East was fundamentally shattered. The United States, operating in strict coordination with Israeli forces, launched a massive, unprecedented military campaign against the Islamic Republic of Iran. The Pentagon is calling it Operation Epic Fury, and its consequences are already reshaping the globe. For decades, the tension between Washington and Tehran has been a tightly coiled spring, fraught with proxy wars, nuclear disputes, and broken treaties. But this recent escalation is unlike anything we have witnessed in modern history. Operation Epic Fury did not begin as a minor skirmish. It started with a series of devastating, overwhelming precision airstrikes targeting Iran's core military infrastructure, its controversial nuclear facilities, and heavily fortified leadership compounds. Then came the strike that shocked the international community. Reports quickly confirmed that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was killed during the initial wave of these coordinated attacks. This was not merely a tactical military maneuver. It was a strategic decapitation of the highest level of Iranian leadership, sending shockwaves through the country and its allied proxy groups across the region. But Iran, even in the chaos of losing its top leader, did not remain quiet. Almost immediately, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps initiated a fierce retaliation. They unleashed a massive barrage of ballistic missiles and suicide drones. Their primary targets were U.S. and allied military installations scattered across the Middle East. The most significant and alarming of these counterattacks was directed squarely at the United States Navy's Fifth Fleet headquarters, strategically located in Bahrain. Air raid sirens wailed across the Persian Gulf as the entire region braced for the reality of an all-out war. Back in Washington, D.C., the reaction was swift. President Donald Trump addressed the nation from the Oval Office, confirming the massive scale and objectives of Operation Epic Fury. He made it entirely clear to the American public and the international community that this campaign is not a simple, overnight surgical strike. The president stated that the intense military engagement is expected to last for several weeks. The ultimate goal, according to the administration, is to completely dismantle Iran's offensive military capabilities and neutralize its nuclear program once and for all. However, President Trump also emphasized a crucial point to reassure a war-weary American public. As of right now, there are absolutely no plans to deploy American ground troops into Iranian territory. The current military strategy relies heavily on overwhelming American air superiority, devastating naval bombardments from offshore strike groups, and advanced precision drone warfare. It is a modern war fought from the skies and the seas, but a war of this sheer magnitude does not stay confined to the borders of the Middle East. It hits right at home, specifically at the gas pump and in your wallet. The Persian Gulf is home to the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow, highly vulnerable waterway through which nearly 20% of the world's global oil supply passes every single day. In direct response to the U.S. and Israeli attacks, Iran has actively attempted to blockade and disrupt this critical economic choke point. The immediate result of this disruption? Global oil prices are skyrocketing at a terrifying pace. The sudden fear of a prolonged global energy crisis is sending massive shockwaves through international financial markets. This disruption threatens to drastically drive up inflation, increase transportation costs, and raise the price of everyday goods for everyday Americans. The economic fallout could be just as devastating as the military conflict itself. We are currently witnessing a historic, highly dangerous turning point in global politics. Operation Epic Fury has ignited a volatile conflict that could easily spiral out of control, potentially dragging in other global superpowers who have vested interests in the region. Will American air and naval power be enough to achieve the administration's ambitious goals, or is the United States being pulled into another endless, costly Middle Eastern war? The events of the next few weeks will undoubtedly dictate the future of the Middle East, the stability of the global economy, and the direction of American foreign policy for decades to come. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss our next crucial update as this massive story continues to develop.